Good evening, everybody. Rory Dowling here from the commentary position in St Lomas Park in Trim for this evening's round 6 Corna Boinne game between Trim and Bective. I'm joined on the commentary position here by John Andrews, who's also controlling the camera of the Facebook. And we've Cian Lee, who's also here on the second camera recording the game for the team management. Sean Gahan, the referee from Ratoath, is just down there just checking the team sheets with the Bective team, and we'll run quickly through the teams. The Trim team starts as follows. In goals, Peter Farrell. Full back line, 2 Darrell Phelan, 3 Luke Moore, and 4 Declan Dowling. Half back line, we think David Murtagh is starting at right half back wearing number 20, but we'll just see how the teams line up. So we think it's David Murtagh right half back wearing 20, Kieran O'Rourke centre back, and Kevin Nally left half back. Midfield, we've Rob Burke and Sean Fitzgerald. Half forward line, Paul Munnelly wearing 10, Kieran Joyce 11, and Mikey Cullen wearing 12. Full forward line, Brian Dowling 13, Aaron Lynch 14, and Owen O'Connor 15. We'll just confirm that change in the half back line once before the game starts. Quickly to the Bective team. In goals, number 1 Dylan Kenny. Full back line for Bective, Jack Grant, Jack Clark, and Dermot McKenna. Half back line wearing number 5 Chris McGurn, centre back Cathal McConnell, and left half back wearing 7 Con Smith. Midfield for Bective is Colin O'Rourke wearing 8 and Scott O'Sullivan 9. Half forward line 10 Craig Roach, 11 Paul Linus, and 12 Marty Mulhall. And the full forward line for Bective, 13 Sean Keating, 14 Brian Cantwell, and 15 Kieran McConnell. As I say, it's round 6 of the competition. Trim, as we know, have won their previous 5 games. They've beaten Drumbarra, Oldcastle, Longwood, Dunderry and Kilmainham, and by our reckoning Trim have already qualified for the semi-final at this stage. Both Oldcastle or Dunderry can still possibly catch and maybe even overtake Trim. One of them can, but not both of them, and by virtue of the head-to-head, Trim should at least be secure, should have second place secure in the table. But Bective has been kind of a mixed bag. They won their first game beating Longwood comfortably, and then they lost 3 in a row. They lost by 6 points to Dunderry, by 5 points to Kilmainham, and by 4 points to Drumbarra. But they bounced back in some style last week by putting 6-10 past Moyla to win comfortably. So Bective, on 3 victories and 2 defeats, still have a chance, still have a squeak of perhaps getting a second place, because they have to play both Oldcastle and then Trim tonight. So if they were to get something from both of those games, they may squeeze into second place. But we'll see how the whole thing pans out. John, looking forward to a good game of football?
Yeah, looking forward to it, Rory. As you said, we think that Trim are qualified, but they still have to get a win, keep the momentum going. Just a few highs there from Reds TV to Mary Gilchin, who's watching. You tuned in tonight, Mary. I hope it's going all right for you. So yeah, Reds TV here again, live from Trim J, St Lomas Park and Trim J. So I hope you enjoyed the game.
We're just getting ready to go here. Cloudy evening here in Trim, but very, very mild, very warm, but little or no breeze. So referee is just about to throw the ball in, and we are underway. Rob Burke was up, but it's broken down, and it's Bective going through their paces early on. Good pass inside. Darrell Phelan was out in front that should win this ball, and a bit of a collision with Luke Moore, but Luke manages to recover, takes a couple of hits, but breaks. And he's David Murtagh, who has started the game wearing number 20, who kicks the right foot of ball down towards Beano. Beano out in front, a great hand in there by Jack Grant, picked up here by number 7 with Con Smith. Con kind of works it through the lines here. Back to Con Smith again. Munners puts him under a bit of pressure. Good hand. Munners breaks the ball down. Joycey picks up the loose ball, tries to get away from the close attention of the Bective, the number 13 for Bective, Sean Keating, who seems to have come out to play way out the field. Trim start quickly. Mikey Cullen in towards Beano, lets it hop, but picks it up to Cove and Joycey behind Beano to recycle the ball. Pops it back to Mikey. Mikey takes his man on inside, drops the shoulder in towards the goal. Mikey should offload the ball here. He's been held up well by 2 defenders, falls to the ground and somehow manages to get a shot away, but the ball has gone to the right hand side and wide for the first wide of the game. Some instructions from the sideline being shouted in towards the goalkeeper, Dylan Kenny, who kicks the ball down, but it's Sean Fitz breaks it down to himself, but Owen O'Connor can't gather, and Bective pass the ball over the wing here to Con Smith, who's got a couple of possessions early on. Looks the ball to Jack Grant coming forward, left-footed, a high-looking pass in towards the half-forward line. Darrell Phelan in close there to his man, and it's a good hand pass there, good offload there to Marty Mulhall, bearing down in goal. Davey trying to get him, Rourke trying to get him, Luke's backing off. Davey gets a hand on him, but he steps inside and on his right foot curls a nice score, nice opening score after 2 minutes of play for Bective. Good move there, John. Nice interplay here from the half-back line.
Yeah, good move down the clubhouse side, and a sweetly taken point to give them a 1 point lead.
Quick kick out from Peter Farrell. The ball has ended up with Rourke, who gets fouled. Looks to chip a pass forward to Jackie Dowling, who's playing very advanced as usual. Kicks a long ball in towards Lynchy. A little bit high for Lynchy. The fullback does well, Jack Clark. And the Bective full back line has started very well here in the early stages. Bino does very well, bottles his man up. Joycey gets there to help him. And now Fitzy is in trying to help him. And good work from the trim forwards there. Dermot McKenna works the ball down the far side of the field. Another good challenge going in from Owen O'Connor. Bino there again, busy trying to get a hand on the ball. Ball's in. Darrell Phelan is up there helping out. Kevin Nally is there as well, and Trim have bottled Bective up, and they're forced to go sideways here to Con Smith, who's got a little bit of room. Takes the ball well, gets fouled by Joycey, I think, but the referee lets the play continue, and they've worked it through here now, and they chip the ball forward to the centre forward, Paul Linus. And they're playing with one man inside, but it's a good ball into him. He wins it well, and there's runners coming from deep. They look lively here early on. Bective held up well by Luke Moran, forced the man to go back. Rob Burke is there, they're pulling at him, and the referee this time has adjudged it as a free. So a combination of Rob Burke and Kevin Nally fouled the man, but a very confident start here from Bective, and now they have a free from about 44 metres out, straight in front of the goals, and it's the number 12 Marty Mulhall who opened the scoring with a lovely point from play a couple of moments ago with a chance to extend the lead, and he's opted to kick the ball from his hands. As I said, absolutely no breeze here at all this evening, so Marty steadies himself, steals a yard or two from where the free was taken. The foul was committed, and with his right foot curls the ball very nicely over the bar for his second score of the game, Bective's second score. And after 4 minutes of play, it's 2 points to Bective, no score to Trim. Peter Farrell goes short of the kick out towards Kevin Nally, who's running towards his own goal. A little bit of pressure, needs to have a few options, takes on a couple of men, takes the ball into contact, pops it off to Luke. Now Luke breaks through one tackle, breaks through another tackle, charging forward, looking for the runner off his shoulder. He's got Fitzy. Fitzy was looking to pass it in towards Joycey, but he passes it in towards Lynchy. Lynchy gets half, grabs it, and very quickly, in a blink of an eye, Lynchy has the ball over the bar. Much better from Trim there, John. Very direct, right down the middle of the ground. Yeah,
Luke Moore made a great ground from the full back line. Took on about 3 or 4 men, then laid off a great pass to the man on the run, and a lovely point from Lynchy.
Hopefully that'll settle Trim down. Almost 5 minutes gone. 2 points to 1 to Bective. Keeper kicks the ball out towards this side. Davy Murta underneath Marty Mulhall, who's a strong man. He's a big man. Bit of a height mismatch there. Takes the mark on Davy. Kicks it inside. Darrell Phelan is trying to get a cover back. That's the full forward. It's Brian Cantwell trying to get inside Philo, but Philo does well. Turns him one way. He tries to take him on again. Philo has him well bottled up here. He's keeping him out there in the corner. He's opted to kick the ball inside. Davy kind of got caught the wrong side of his man there. And as Marty Mulhall goes in, and another score. And a well-worked score there, and Marty Mulhall looks lively here. John, left half forward, that's his third score already.
Yeah, he's a big strong man. Yeah, he's after taking 3 great scores. Davy has his hands full with him.
Trim moving left and right. Peter kicks the ball, he misses Davy Murta, and Bective have picked the ball up here now again. And it's the number 11 Paul Linus. He's a runner to the middle. It's 5. It's Chris McGorn. He's still there. Decky tries to get a tackle, and the ball's there, and it's finished to the net. Finished to the net. I think that was 15, Kieran McConnell. And Trim were at 6s and 7s there. The kick out from Petey missed his man, and it was picked up in the middle of the field. And the man running forward from wing back, Chris McGorn, created the overlap and played the right ball into his inside forward, Kieran McConnell, who with great skill, finished the ball to the corner of the net. 1-3 to a point. Peter goes high, right over towards the side of the ground. Up over the top, Rob needs to grab it. He drops it. It falls. It looked like it was played on the ground. It was well spotted by the referee, and it's a free for Trim. Davy with a quick free plays it back to Darryl Phelan. Darryl just steadies himself, has a little look. The inside forwards trying to make some space for them. Owen O'Connor's out in front of his man, but Trim have slowed it down a little bit, and they're working it back over this side of the field. Darryl drops it, which allows the lads to get their men back. Lynchy has the ball and he drops it, but he moves it back quickly. Owen O'Connor. Lynchy again out of the far side of the field. Throws a long ball in towards the middle, towards Davy, who's come forward. Oh, and a great challenge. A good challenge there from the number 5, Cathal McConnell. Sorry, I got just been handed a note there from the Bective with some changes to the numbers, but the number 5 is Cathal McConnell, and rather than 6 is David Keating. But Cathal got a great hand in there and deflected the ball out for a 45 that Lynchy has come out to take. So Lynchy steadies himself. Trim can certainly do the score here to settle things down. Chips it, but it's going left and wide. Can somebody get it? It's broken down to Owen O'Connor. He swivels, good block, breaks towards Beano. Can he get something on it? He goes for it, and it looks like a penalty there. Trim appealing for a penalty, but the referee having none of it. Beano having a little reminding the corner back there, giving it a dig in the way by, but the ball has worked out here. Bective have started very, very lively. It's the number 11 here, Paul Linus, who's been on the ball a couple of times, and now the referee has blown the whistle, and I think he spotted a bit of holding there off the ball. Rob Burke seems to be holding his man, and he awarded a free in. Luke out in front of his man wins the ball. He's got options there. He's got numbers. He's got Kevin Nally, Decky Dowling here. Now on to Rob Burke, who's sitting very deep here in the early stages, almost playing as a half-back. He's Davy Murphy out in the wing. Davy gets the ball, has a little look one way, goes back inside. Kieran O'Rourke. Joyce is there looking for the ball, but he's bottled up. Rourke now has a little look, see, for the runners, but they have a sweeper. There's a sweeper there in front of Lynchy, so he has to come backwards. And Munners works the ball well to Darryl Phelan. Darryl Phelan drives the ball towards the sweeper and chips a ball in, but it's going to go to the left-hand side and it's going to go wide. But good start here from Bective. Trim are looking a bit rattled early on.
Yeah, Trim are rattled early on this game, and you know, like, Darryl Phelan is a great man come forward there, but he's one of the guys that you probably shouldn't be shooting. Should be handing off to the shooting men in the scoring zone. Trim are rattled, absolutely.
Yeah, Bective started very, very well. Keeper again, Dylan Kenny over the side of the field. 2 Trim men go for it, no call, and they should have called it. Rourke took the ball away from Philo, and there was no call, and they lose possession. Sideline ball down here in front of us. A great ball kicked in towards the spare man. The bounce could beat him. Luke will read the bounce. Got to read the bounce, Luke. And Luke missed the bounce. Rookie is there, and Rookie, using all his experience, managed to pull the man down, come out with the ball. The referee letting a lot go here. It almost looked like Mikey Cullen was fouled as well. Now Fitzy kicks the ball in. It's too high for Beano. Way too high for Beano. Can Joyce get something on it? Stay behind him, Davey. Don't go in front of him. But Joyce is beating him pace there, and it's David Keating wins the ball. And they're working the ball nicely here and confidently Bective, and it looked like it overcarried there. Can Rob get something on it? He does. He breaks it down. Philo is there. Philo's man inside. Mikey Cullen, who's been sitting deep. Mikey has a chance to run a little bit the ball. Chips the ball out towards Lynchy. Bounce hops up favourably for Lynchy. Turns inside. Gets fouled. Surely referee playing advantage. Lynchy just holds up the ball, and it's going to be a free in for Trim. But they're playing the one man inside here, Bective, but they're breaking fast and pace from deep.
They are. They're playing one man in their own half, but and we're not. We've no sweeper, and there's going 1-on-1 on there, which can be dangerous if you move the ball. I don't know if Derek Murtagh's home, but if you're watching Tenerife, Derek, don't forget to bring back the few presents.
Lynchy with the free, pops it over the bar for another score. 1-3 to 2 points. And we've got 10.5 minutes gone. Kick out towards the side of the field. Robin's on his own, breaks the ball down to Philo. To Mikey Cullen, beg your pardon. Beano the overlap. Beano's there. Beano take it on and take the shot on. Steadies himself. Looks like he's going to have a go from a tight angle. Chips the ball nicely in and nicely over the bar. And a good score there from Beano. Just following on there from John Andrews' comment there that work the ball to the shooters. Ball was broken down. Mikey Cullen picked it up. Gave it on to Beano, who chipped it nicely over the bar for his first score, and Trim's third. A goal in it now, 1-3 to 3 points. 11 minutes gone. Now Trim starting to get a bit of possession. Owen O'Connor, he's got Kevin Alley running over. Nice ball for Kevin. Mikey Cullen's inside. Lynchy's inside. He pops it back to Lynchy. Lynchy very, very quickly. A bit of a snapshot, and he pulls the ball to the left and wide. Mikey Cullen made a good run there, and Kevin Alley maybe could have popped it to Mikey, but he opted to give it to Lynchy, who just dragged the shot wide. So Bective have their two wing backs, their two corner backs handled off the back, Darrell. Bective are lining up with the kick out with their two corner backs right over on the sideline on the 21-yard line, which is creating a hole for the half forwards to run into. And they're working the ball well, but this time Trim have managed to get it. Decky chips the ball to Lynchy. Lynchy's in there on his own. He's got a runner. He pops the ball to Davy Murtagh. Davy goes inside. He gives it on to Beano. Maybe he should take a shot himself. Beano pops it across the goals, and Lynchy fists it in. Well worked. I thought Beano would run out of road there, but he did well.
No, he did. He did the right thing. It was a great move, and that's every game we've seen this year. Trim have got one or two goals in that fashion, where the man is giving it off, and the incoming man palming it into net. Great goal. Trim back in the game.
A great run forward from Davy Murtagh. Popped it to Beano. Beano looked like he was bottled up, or maybe even was going to fist the ball over the bar, but played the ball nicely across the square for Lynchy to palm into the goals. Ties the game up 1-3 apiece. Trim have settled into a little bit here now. Davy chasing down here. Strong man here. Brian Cantwell has come back looking for the ball. Sean Fitz tries to get a challenge on him, but the ball has gone to the number 8, Colin O'Rourke. Beano's back working hard. Davy Murtagh working hard. Sean Fitz working hard. Joycey's there as well. Great work by the Trim lads, forcing the man back, but Bective have retained possession and kicked the ball into the man inside. Kieran McConnell, Lucas behind him, and a lovely, very stylish pick up there. A man in the green boots pops inside onto his Solwyn left foot, Solwyn right foot. He's confusing the defenders. I don't know which way he's going to go. He goes outside, and a very high tackle there from Rob Burke, and I think that's going to end up in the notebook. So there'll be a little break in the play here when this man gets a bit of attention. 13 minutes gone, 1-3 apiece. So Trim have managed to get the last. Trim have managed to come back and get 1-2 without reply here, and tied the game up. Sean Fitz Rob Burke has done the right thing and ran as far away from the referee as he possibly can get. The referee's been a little bit lenient, I think, there in not awarding the yellow card, John. No, it's after a yellow card there, but he got away with it. Sean Graham doesn't like giving those kind of things. Anyway, Marty Mulhall, who started the game very well with 3 scores, with his right foot, lines himself up here. Good angle for a right-footed kicker. Breeze is picking up just a little bit. Curls a nice ball, and is it curling in? No, it's wavering a little bit. Hits the post, dangerous ball, and it breaks down. And that's a terrible goal from Trim to give away. I see Rookie there with his head in his hands, and that's a schoolboy error, John.
Absolutely. Everyone was asleep, everyone ball watching, and just standing still, and no one reacted. The Bective guy who reacted, and he buried in the back of the net. Now Trim are under pressure again.
That's the second goal for Kieran McConnell. 14 and a half minutes gone. Kick out over the far side of the field. Bective have won possession here. Brian Cantwell, who's playing deep, has got the ball, and another very high tackle from Kevin Nally, and this one could be a black card rather than the yellow card. The line here in front of us was incensed. The Bective line here in front of us was incensed with that challenge. The referee having a word with Kev. And it is a black card. So Trim are going to be down the man now for a while. I think that was a right decision with the referee there. Definitely a black card offence. And it's Paul Linus is going to take this free. Pops the ball in towards the danger man. Davy, ball pops up, and Davy lucky to get a free there. His man was kind of just being cute, using his body to ease Davy out of the way. The referee had judged it to be a free, and it's going to be a free right on the 21-yard line for Trim, and the referee has called for the water break. So Trim had done well, John, to claw themselves back into it, but then that, as you said, everyone ball watching there for that long free that went in, hit the post, and was buried into the net, puts them back chasing the game again.
Yeah, I have been chasing it since the throw in. Bective have been a better side in the first 15 minutes, and their inside forward line and this Mulhall chap here on number 10 is a very good footballer, and they're causing Trim lots of problems. Trim are far better when they move the ball swiftly up the field, offload it and get in quick into the inside line. That's what Trim are best. When we slow it down, our forwards are making the run, and they have to go back in and make another run. It's all too slow. The feature of the game is that Kieran O'Rourke actually hasn't got across the halfway line, and a feature of every game we played is O'Rourke bombing up the middle and laying off the ball. So hopefully he's not carrying an injury or anything like that. But he needs to get into the game for Trim to start more. As does our midfield has been poor. Sean Fitzgerald and Rob Buck, none of them have got forward yet either. So Trim need to come out this water break with a bit of fire in their belly.
They sure do. Bective deservedly in front at the water break. And now Trim have the next pretty much 9.5 minutes. With a man down, I see Munners has gone back to the wing back position, so they're going to be lighting the forwards. Joycey too hasn't got on much ball.
No, Joycey always gets on a lot of ball. He hasn't got on. He's been tightly marked, hand on stuff, as Kevin Dowd said to number 6.
So we're back underway. Trim moving the ball down the far wing. Mikey Cullen a little bit high for Lynchy. Didn't do him any favours there. And it's overturned. And Bective worked the ball through the lines here. They have numbers over the side of the field. And it's Con Smith coming forward. Decky Dowling there trying to get something on him. Trying to get the ball across. Owen O'Connor there, another Trim man who needs to get involved in the game a little bit more. And it's been worked here towards Colin O'Rourke down the wing. And they're moving the ball with great confidence here. Scott O'Sullivan gets the ball onto Paul Linus. Left footed chip inside towards the danger man. Luke should get this one, and he does. And the referee blew a mark, but Luke played on. Sean Fitz, he might have been as well taking the mark and taking the sting out of the game a little bit. But they work the ball. Now Rourke gets on it. Can he work it? He takes his man on the outside, heads in and looking down the line, but there's a sweeper there in front of Beano, but he goes to the foot pass anyway. Beano running hard and his man is out in front of him, and strong Beano trying to get something on him, but the ball is worked here. Colin O'Rourke. Now there's an overlap if he can do it here. Rourke and his man having a little shot here off the ball, but Bective continue. We're trying to get something on it now. The 6 there. Mikey Cullen is trying to get a challenge in there as well. Rourke has fouled his man here, definitely, as a free in. And I don't know what Mikey Cullen is complaining to the referee for. Rourke had his arms around the man's waist, and it was an easy decision for the referee to award. And now we have a free in again from Marty. If he goes short this time, the breeze is picking up, so maybe he didn't fancy the distance. The last one was the one that resulted in the goals, and it's back to Colin O'Rourke, and they're working the ball to try and find the man in the best place. Brian Cantwell with his left foot, and this looks good, and it is good, and it's right over the red spot as it is here in Trim. And for Brian's first score of the game, and we're now 2-4 Bective, 1-3 to Trim, who with the man down are really under the cosh here now. Peter chips the ball over towards the dugout side of the field. Rob reads it well, grabs it, and the referee awards the mark. Rob looking for runners. Joycey hasn't got much of the ball now. Beano, who's a willing runner early on, hasn't always got the ball, but he has this time. Has a little look, jinks one way or the other, looking for a spare man, chips it across towards Stoney. Stoney looks for somebody inside him, on towards Mikey Cullen. Mikey shooting from a bit of distance here, and it's just going to drift to the right and wide. Mikey snatched it out, but should have carried it in a bit more, John, I think.
Yeah, he should have went carried it and maybe laid it off as well to a man in better position. But only Connor hasn't been on much ball either. You know, a lot of these big lads that have been on the ball and big players for us in the last first 5 games are not really motoring tonight.
Trim really need to lift it, and although they have qualified, it's by no way a weakened Trim team. It's a very strong starting team here for Trim. Davy Murta trying to get his man down the line. Chris McGorn is trying to use his pace to get down, but Davy does well, gets back and turns him around. Marty Mulhall having a look, a little simple pass into Chris, and the man coming from deep again, it's his man again, it's Colin McConnell who's causing all sorts of problems, bailing forward, goes for a shot and drags the ball across the goal and wide. A little bit of a rush of blood there, John. Maybe a point was a simple option there for Bective.
Yeah, probably should have taken the point, but Trim are wide up when Bective run at them. We're in serious trouble when Bective run at them.
So a chip pass, good pass it is to Owen O'Connor, who's come deep to try and get on a bit of ball. Does well, turns around, takes his solo. He's been encouraged to take it on from the Trim line, Back to Munners, he's offering a bit of support. Munners just carries it forward. Trim have got to be patient now for the next couple of minutes. Kev Nally doing a stretching there, he's almost ready to come back on. So Trim have just got to be patient to limit the damage here for the black card period. Good ball down the wing to Lynchy, but he's a long way from goals. He runs across the 45, chips a nice ball in towards Bino. Bino bounces back to Lynchy. There's a man got inside, it's Davy, and it's a good ball. Davy's going to turn back onto his left foot and slots, and it's a very good score and a great run forward from Davy and a great vision there from both Bino and Lynchy.
Yeah, great ball from Lynchy and great ball from Bino, and David had made a great run, and that's 3 greats on. He tapped it over the bar, so it's a great point.
20 minutes gone. 2-4, 1-4. Davy's first score of the evening. Ball under here. Sean Fitz should be the tall man. He should rise. He does. Ball breaks to Philo. Philo back to Davy. Back to Sean Fitz. Just slow it down, lads, until we run down the clock on the yellow card, on the black card. Beg your pardon. Decky takes the ball into tackle, and he's awarded fairly soft free given the way the game has gone so far. And now Lynchy will come out from the full forward line, chew up a bit of time off the clock, and kick the ball off the ground. He's 44 metres straight in front. He had a 45 from almost the exact same position a few minutes ago, which he pulled slightly to the left. 21 minutes gone. 2-4 Bective, 1-4 Trim. Lynchy going through his familiar pre-kick routine. This is a better strike. It's right down the middle, and it's over the bar, and that's a great score from Lynchy for his third to go with the goal that he scored. And Trim now 1-5 to Bective's 2-4. 21 and a half minutes gone. You can see the two cornerbacks are gone out to the corner, but the keeper's made a mistake. He's gone to Lynchy. Lynchy doesn't usually miss these, and he doesn't miss.
What a goal.
And out of nothing, Trim have clawed their way into the lead here. I said earlier on in commentary that the two cornerbacks are standing right on the 21-yard line in the corner to try and stretch the Trim full forward line. The keeper decided to go short there, but he miscued it. Lynchy intercepted it and buried it in the net. Kick out comes again. Munners gets in front of his man, has to catch it, and he does. Brilliant, superb athletic catch from Munners. On to Joyce, who's got on the ball at last. On to Mikey Cullen. He's got overlap here. It's Rob Burke charging through the middle. He hops the ball. He shouldn't have done that. He should have used it early, and he's overturned. He shouldn't have bounced that ball. He was obviously going to get the ball stripped from him, and it was a good challenge from the defence. Davy Murtagh back helping out. Decky Dowling helping out, and a strong challenge there from Darryl Phelan, and the referee has awarded a free in to Trim because Philo was fouled as he was trying to pick up the ball, but in the as the Bective man went down to try and challenge for the ball, he hurt himself, and the referee, although he's awarded Trim the free, has decided to hold the play up. But out of nowhere, John, we're scoring in bursts. We've seen this before in the last couple of weeks with the Trim team. They kind of go sit quiet for 5 minutes and then go 1-2, 1-3 very quickly.
Yeah. From being 4 points down to being a point up in the space of 5 minutes, but the goalkeeper made a huge mistake trying to ship the ball over Lynchy's head, and no better man. He absolutely, he curled it in round the keeper. A brilliant, skillful goal from a brilliant player. I think this one is outside his distance. He's 55 metres out. Yeah,
Joyce, you go in towards the edge of the square, you might get a little something on it, and I see Kev Nally is back on the field on the far side, so the Trim are back to full complement of players. 23 minutes gone. Lynchy, with a bit of the breeze that's picking up, is at Lynchy's back, and it's a huge looking kick straight down the middle of the ground. Is it going to go over? Oh, what a score.
Obviously it's not outside his range. Great point again from Lynchy.
Well, anybody who's been up in the club here over the last 10 years or more would see Aaron Lynch out in this field here with a dozen footballs every night of the week kicking them, and that's the reason why he's able to put them over from that far out. Fitzy does well, breaks the ball down to Decky. Decky's bottled up, but Bino's there. Bino passes the ball across to Munners. Munners now, Trim have numbers. Sean Fitz running off the shoulders. Lynchy is out looking for it again. Sean takes it off his left foot. Big high looking ball. It's curling in, and it's curling over the bar, over the net, and into the Aura car park. But a good score there from Trim, from Sean Fitz. Again, when Trim worked the ball, John, and passed the ball, 1 or 2 passes to create the space, they're getting a bit of joy.
Yeah, when they move it quick, as I said before, move it quick, give it to the man off the shoulder. Trim are very dangerous, but when they hold it up, they're not.
Fitzy breaks the ball. Rob Burke breaks the ball down towards Darryl, who falls, and then he threw the ball as he tried to pass the ball back to Rob Burke. He was under a bit of pressure, and the referee has awarded a free. So 24 and a half minutes gone. 2-6 to Trim, 2-4 to Bective. The free here is down in front of us. The danger man, I'd prefer to see him further up the field if I was a Bective player, to be honest. Luke does well. Rourke gets on the ball. Rourke's been quiet, as John said earlier on. Onto Mikey Cullen. Mikey Cullen doing his best work deep towards Beano. Can he take the mark? He plays on. I know his manager would encourage him to take the mark there. Beano goes right, goes left, over carries the ball, and then puts it by Munners, but Munners uses soccer skills to pick it up across the goal, and it's another goal. And that's Owen O'Connor, I think, at the far post, who batted the ball in. I know I was speaking to Beano about this before. Kevin Riley's often encouraged him to take the mark when the ball is played in, but he opted to play on, and we got a goal out of it.
Yeah, no, he did right. I think it was a bit far out for him to take the mark. But then it's another one of those good pass, fist punch goals that Trim have been scoring all season. It's obviously a tactic, so it's very well done.
25.5 minutes gone. 3-6 Trim, 2-4 Bective. Trim have won the ball back. Lynchy has been held up inside, but he manages to work his way free. He's got Mikey Cullen on a run of the overlap, and just a little behind him, Mikey has got a great strong challenge, but Mikey managed to hold on to the ball to Lynchy, and another one. Mikey is going down hurt, but that was very, very strong play from Mikey Cullen. He took the ball into challenge there, and I thought he was going to be robbed of it, but he managed to hold on to it.
No, Mikey did brilliantly there, and I think he was fouled, and he still got the offload off to Lynchy, and Lynchy does what he does best. He buried in the back of the net. So from being 4 points down, Trim have now scored 3 goals and 3 points, so it's 4-7 to 2-4.
And that's 3-3 for Lynchy in the first half. And then Trim really have their tails up. Philo here, he's got options right and left. Joyce is inside screaming for it. Joyce gets on a left foot, holds the ball up, takes the man on, he's fouled, and if the referee is consistent, he may consider a black card there if he's consistent. Kevin Nally got done for that. And Bective have swapped the man inside, John, and the man who was causing all the problems early on, the lad here in the green boots who scored 2 goals, Kieran McConnell, is out the field, so maybe the man needed a bit of a breather and he's gone inside to the full forward line. But it's taken the wind out of Bective sails because Trim are flying at the moment. Lynchy 45. Strikes the ball, beautiful strike of the ball. You'd pay good money to watch that, John, wouldn't you?
Yeah, as you said, he's up here since he's about 5 years of age taking frees, so it doesn't happen by accident. You have to practice these skills.
27 minutes gone. Another score for Lynchy. That's 3-4 for him. So the score is now 4-8. Double scores. 4-8 Trim, 2-4 Bective. Keeper goes long down the field, but Trim are swarming all over the ball now. Joycey wins this ball. Plays a little ball in towards Beano, but it's intercepted. Joycey mishit that one. And it's a foul there. Owen O'Connor fouled his man coming out. And it's going to be a free for Bective. And it's a free for Cathal McConnell, the number 5, who all of a sudden the run seems to have gone out of the Bective players. They've slowed it right down, and it's Dermot McKenna, the man with the headband. He started the game with that bandage on his head, by the way. Not an injury he picked up during the game. Mikey Cullen challenged him, Munners challenged him, three or four Trim players challenged him, and the referee, maybe a little bit generously, awards a free there to Bective in front of the dugout on the far side. Mikey Cullen kicked the ball away. The referee may well move this ball forward. We've just gone 28 minutes played. 2-4 Bective, 4-8 Trim.
Derek is watching from Tenerife. Don't forget to bring the old prezzies home, Derek.
Come on, Derek. Yeah, stick a rock for John, please. Ball across the field here, and it's Paul Linus takes on Rourke. Rourke does well. It's great stuff, and between himself and Kevin Nally, they turn the ball over. Now Owen O'Connor, who's dropped way deep, ball is going to bounce, dangerous bouncing ball up over everybody. Lynchy tries to do Beano a favour there by pulling the man to the ground, and Beano ends up fouling the corner back, and it's going to be a free out, and Con Smith is this side of the field in an acre of space, and we're approaching half time, and Bective are trying to move the ball back up the field again, and it's the number 14 Brian Cantwell, Davy Morta forcing them backwards. Well played, Davy, and the ball is now with Con Smith, who's had a good game. Decky closes his man down, bottles him up, but it's that other wing back, Colin McConnell, who's had a great game coming forward, and Con has continued his run. Lovely shimmy inside. Looks like he might have fouled the ball there, ref, but he under pressure then he knew himself he nearly fouled the ball. It took the edge off, man. It's intercepted here. Philo comes forward, chips the ball towards Beano. It's going to bounce, but Beano does well, pops it off to Davy running through the middle. Now Davy puts on the afterburns. 3 men closing them down. Pass a nice ball off to Lynchy, and Lynchy with a score, and that's a great team score there from Trim. Intercepted from Darryl Phelan here inside his own 45, and 5 seconds later the ball's over the bar.
Yeah, absolutely. It just proves what I've been saying all along. When Trim moved the ball quick, Trim are lethal. When they hold it up, the inside forwards are not getting the ball. But the interchange of play there in the last 10 minutes has been immense by Trim, and Bective totally gone out of this game, haven't been totally on top. But Trim have, kind of eased their way into the game, and got a bit of luck as well. But so they're back well on top.
The goalkeeper took the ball, even though his cornerback was down injured, and Trim now have a man over here down. Beano was free if they can work the ball down, but Trim have the ball as we just go into injury time, and to Mikey Cullen, who's found a little pocket of space here between the lines, and he goes one way or the other. Mikey's been very strong with the ball, pops it off to Lynchy, who's run that loop all day, and he has another chance here in front of the goals, and he bends it in, and another score. And I'm running out of space here opposite Lynchy's name here, John, to write down the scores. That's 3-6.
I see the umpire down doing the points down at the R end has now put the white flag in his hand rather than pick it up. He's picking it up that much.
Keeper forced to chip the ball towards the far side of the field. Strong under the ball there was Joyce. You know, Sean Fitz. The ball is back to Owen O'Connor. Owen, who hasn't been in the game too much in the first half, but has got blistering pace. Lynchy with this time passes the ball across between two players. It's picked up by Rob Burke, who balloons it high and mighty and wide and onto the roof of Ora. Oh no, it bounced off the wall and back into the trim grounds. But I think I make that only the third wide for Trim, and they've 4-10 on the board. And all of a sudden their keeper is under serious pressure with the kick out. He doesn't know where to go with it because the Trim, all you can see is red shirts, so he tries to kick the ball out, and this time he kicks another mistake straight to Mikey. Now Mikey's Beano in front of him. He's got Munners making a run. He pops it to Beano, but he continues his run. Look at Mikey running through, and Beano this time takes the safe option and pops the ball over the bar with a fisted point for the final score, final action of the first half. 4-11 to Trim. Isn't that quite amazing? 2-4 to Bective. The score at one stage was 2-4 to Bective to 1-3. So Trim have managed to score 3 goals and 8 points without reply, and the curse of the water break strikes again, John.
Absolutely, that water break is the same here last night with Meath and Wicklow and under 20. It seems to be a recurring thing in every game that when a team is on top going into a water break, the other team comes back out on top. I don't know what it is, maybe it's psychological or what, but like Trim have been devastating in the last 12-13 minutes of this game, of this first half, and Bective were really chasing their tails now at this stage.
So we'll take a little break there, and to all the people